Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Tory Lanez, and we're going to be talking about what's going on social media. Now, it's been pretty busy the last few days with Tory Lanez on social media. And a big part of this was the situation that he had with Rick Ross. He was talking about, we'll talk about that. But also this situation where everybody believes that Tory Lanez is going to jail. When I say everybody, I literally don't mean everybody. I just mean people on social media. Now, for those of you who are confused, there was a situation during Rolling Loud that had nothing to do with the other situation. Well, sort of, man. Tory Lanez was too close to Megan Thee Stallion and basically violated his restraining order, right? Well, it looked like he was going to be in big trouble, and a lot of people are attributing that to a recent post made by Tory Lanez on social media where people believe he's going to jail and is already sending out the signals to his fans. Now, before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this whole Tory Lanez social media drama going wild, man. Tory Lanez's name has been trending all morning because people believe that he is going to jail, man. And a lot of people are under the impression that, man, Tory Lanez is done for because of a post that he made on social media. Now, he took to social media and made a post right here. And in the post, you can see right here, Tory Lanez just simply said, "It's been real." Now, social media has taken this one tweet and ran wild with it, man. I mean, they really running wild with it. And that's why his name is trending this morning, because everybody believes this is his way of letting his fans and everybody know that he's getting locked up, he's going to jail. Like he's saying, it's been real. Now, I have seen nothing to substantiate that. I've seen no proof of that. Nothing out there that says that Tory Lanez is going to jail. But something else that's kind of telling, man, is the fact that his Instagram account, it looks like he took down all the posts and pictures and basically, he took everything down off of it. We'll say that, man. And I don't know if he did that strategically because, you didn't want anybody taking any pictures off of there or anything, or there's a reason he might be putting up some whole new pictures or whatever. But a lot of this stuff has the gossip heads talking, man. So a lot of people believe these are telltale signs that Tory Lanez is going to jail, getting locked up, going to the clink. And I don't know if I believe it or not, man. I'm gonna be real. I don't know, man. I don't know. Right now, this is all rumor because I can tell you what we do know, man. Like from the last story that I read or did about this, I still have the news article from the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail did a news story about this, and the headline said this. It said, Tory Lanez gets bail increased after violating protective order in place for Megan Thee Stallion. Now, this goes back to the whole situation at Rolling Loud, where he surprised everybody by jumping out on stage with the baby, right? Now, it also line by line says these things. So I got to read this just so you guys don't, conflate the issue if it's not there. I'm not sure if this is facts yet. Maybe Tory Lanez got the word from his attorney that some bad news is coming. That's why he took everything down off his Instagram page. That's why he put out that tweet. But I don't know. It's hard to believe when this thing seems like it was already settled. And when I say settled, I do not mean the case. I'm talking about the situation with him jumping out on stage. It looked like they raised his bond, and that was the issue, man, or his bail, and that was going to be the way to resolve that. You know what I mean? Because even in the line items, let's go through them one by one from this story, right? All right, so the first thing they talk about is the 29-year-old rapper was back in court for that issue of him, violating the restraining order or whatnot, right? And this goes back to the case from July 2020 with Megan Thee Stallion. I don't want to, make that seem like that's any type of light issue. That is a big issue in a serious situation, right? All right, so it goes on to say that a judge increased his bail from $190,000 to $250,000 for violating the protective order to stay away from Megan with his surprise appearance at the Rolling Loud concert in Florida. It says last month, but this was really 2 months ago, right? They said the judge also warned Tory, real name Daystar Shamal Shuel Peterson, that if the issue arises again, he will be remanded into custody. So, that seems like be the only reason he would be locked up or remanded to custody if he's already out on bond. Unless something happened that we don't know about yet. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of people are on social media talking about this and are interested in that, but it doesn't align with what we know about the case so far. You know what I mean? Or the stories that have been put out about the case so far. So also it says that Tory got within 100 yards of Megan at the event in violation of the protective order when he made a surprise appearance and performed with the baby. Prosecutors charged Tory in October with felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm, and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. He also faced an allegation that he personally inflicted bodily injury with a gun. Tory pleaded not guilty in November of 2020 to charges related to the shooting. Now, since then, everybody's been waiting to see how this thing is handled, right? And basically, man, when this all boils down to is that social media post, that tweet by Tory Lanez is really the catalyst for everybody talking about all this, man. Let's be real, man, because we haven't seen anything legally come out into the forefront unless, man, there's a little bit of foreshadowing on his end. Maybe there was something that happened. I know that also this week he was talking spicy to Rick Ross because remember, him and Rick Ross were going back and forth about this whole smart car situation because Rick Ross was making fun of Tory Lanez's height, obviously, and he put it out there that he would buy him a smart car or something like that, and it was kind of a joke or whatever. And Tory Lanez came out this week and was like, hey, man, I'm still waiting on my smart car, and put that on social media, and that went wild. And a lot of people were laughing at that, and I don't even think Rick Ross responded to it. I know all the social media, fan pages and a lot of blog pages or whatever, they started talking about it. But I think, Rick Ross pretty much just shrugged it off and just thought that, not much of it. You know what I mean? It was just a little joke. And to be real, Rick Ross seems like he's got a whole empire to run. You know what I mean? It seems like he's got his own thing that he's doing right now as far as, trying to dominate in different spaces. So it probably didn't even register on his radar or even catch his attention. But, man, I'm really interested in this story and where people, are thinking that Tory Lanez is going to jail. Is it because his Instagram went down? Is it because of this post that he put out there that just seems, a bit ominous or whatever, and, it just leads you to believe things or believe into it what you want. But, man, artists do this all the time, man. They like to, put things out there to get the fans riled up, to get them thinking, get them talking and stuff like that, or to get their detractors thinking and talking, because there's just as many people who are rooting on the fact that he put that out there and, are rooting on the possibility for him going to jail or whatever. So, you can't neglect that. You got to really think about that as well. And all that attention gets his name trending. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we've seen, man, when it comes to this social media thing, sometimes artists, they ain't trending it and getting to the top of that trending bar or everybody talking about them for the day is sometimes their angle. Now, I'm not saying that's what Tory Lanez is doing here. He can put on his social media page whatever he wants to, but how people are perceiving it is what's garnering all the attention. Now, if that makes any sense at all. Now, with that, man, what do you guys think, man? Do you think that Tory Lanez is about to get locked up and he's already letting y'all know, don't be expecting no posts from him or anything? He's already shutting down the social media and all that? Or do you feel like this might be a publicity stunt or some way to just, stoke interest in whatever he's doing or got going on? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.